Peace and riches blessings. I am Michael B. Beckwith, the host of Take Back Your Mind. Peace and blessings. This is Take Back Your Mind, Life Question of the Week. I am Michael B. Beckwith, the host of Take Back Your Mind. And of course, I'd like to remind people what Take Back the Mind means. We have a mind, just as we have a body. And our mind and our body is in our field of awareness. You are not your mind, you are pure awareness. But the mind sometimes is hijacked by the virus of fear and worry and doubt. And so we want to take that back. We don't want the world of effects and circumstances to program our mind. We want to be the ultimate programmer of our own mind, which is why you have good inner self-talk, which is why you meditate, which is why you practice affirmative prayer, which is why you study material that's true and inspirational, so you're not merely intellectualizing the spirit, you're spiritualizing the intellect, so that the mind itself has new laws of success, prosperity, health, well-being. So welcome to Take Back Your Mind. Every week we take a question and I seek to answer it. This is the life question of this week. It's from Yvette. She's from Florida. She says, I seem to repeat unwanted patterns around relationships and money. Growing up, I didn't see relationships that ever worked out. Plus, there was never any money. In addition, I was born into a cycle of verbal and other forms of abuse, and now I keep repeating these same patterns in my adult relationships. And while money does come into my life, it depletes quickly. What can I do to break what seems like intergenerational curses in these particular areas? Thank you, Yvette, for asking this question. First of all, the fact that you are aware that you didn't see like healthy relationships growing up, and that there was a depletion or a lack of money, and it's created a pattern. Your awareness that it is a pattern is the first step to healing. So that which is unconscious at a certain part of your life is now conscious. You're conscious, you're in a pattern. So we want to break the pattern. That begins, first of all, with your inward awareness. You want to do a couple of things. One, let's just deal with money as an example, because you mentioned that. One, there have been times in your life where you have felt that your need was met, that you felt, let's say, prosperous. You felt that you had more than enough or just enough. Now, that's a memory and a feeling. So what I want you to do on a regular basis is to come back to that memory of when you had enough, back to that memory of when there was a sense of prosperity. And I want you to extract the feeling of that so you actually know what that feels like. And then I need you to go in and feel that on a regular basis so that you begin to override the pattern of lack. You're beginning to have a feeling of more than enough. How do you do that? You wake up every single morning and you feel it. What do you do after that? Every hour on the hour for the next couple of weeks, you just stop. You take a breath, and you feel that you have more than enough. Now, when money does come in, make sure you develop the habit of saving money as well, that you don't spend all of your money as soon as it comes in. Of course, you have to take care of your basic needs, whether that's rent or mortgage or, the basic needs that we all have, electricity, water, et cetera, food. But you want to take a portion of that and you want to save that. Then what do you do with that? It doesn't matter the amount. You look at what you are saving. The subconscious mind registers that as having, so that you begin to develop the skill and the feeling tone of having money rather than just circulating money and spending money. You are having money. And then what does that do? The law says that he or she who has, more is given. She or he who has not, even that which they have is taken away. You're developing an inner crucible of the feeling tone of having. And what else does that do? That begins to compel you to right action that not only breaks habits, but actions that lead to more prosperity. So you're starting inward with the feeling and a memory. You're waking up and sitting in that. And then every hour on the hour, you just stop. It doesn't take a long time. You just stop. You feel into, I have more than enough. I just had a big gulp of air. I have more than enough. And then when money comes in, you save a portion. The rule is you save 10% of it. That doesn't get circulated. Your surface mind may say, that's not a lot of money. It doesn't matter. Subconscious mind says, I have. And then that increases. Where your relationships are concerned, remember your primary relationship is with yourself. That is your uno primary relationship. You want to develop a sense of self-love and appreciation where you are concerned. You want to serve an apprenticeship to self-love. That's not egoic love. I'm better than someone. It's finding the places within you where you actually love yourself. You actually love the kind of person you are. Are you compassionate? Are you generous? Do you easily forgive? Is there a kindness streak in you? Find something that when you think about yourself, it's loving. You love yourself. And you begin to hold that as an inner vibrational image of yourself. What does that do? With self-love, the external obstacles in your life begin to dissolve because the obstacles in your life are a projection of your lack of self-love. So now when you enter into friendships, acquaintanceships, love interests, you're entering into them based on a sense of love, not a sense of that person is going to make me happy. I'm going to get love from them. I want this to work out. What does working out even mean? Every relationship that comes into your life carries a seed of growth and unfoldment. You're on a path of growing and unfolding, not making something work out. That's a romantic notion of relationships based years ago where I hope this relationship works out. I hope we're able to be together to the end. No, some relationships are not meant for that. They're not built for that. They're built for growing and unfolding. And then as you grow and unfold with a deep sense of self-love and appreciation, you begin to have friendships, love interests that are built upon the foundation of self-love and appreciation, and they do last because you're not trying to get something from the other person. Now, I hope I'm planting some good seeds with you right now because that's all the time that we have to plant good seeds. So there you have breaking the cycle of money issues, and there you have the beginning of how to form great relationships and partnerships. It begins with self-love and appreciation, in that you're in the world not to get, but to celebrate your deep love of life and who you are as a spiritual being having a human incarnation. Yvette, thank you so much for asking that question. I'm sure I've had the opportunity now to plant seeds in many people's lives. Go forth and multiply the consciousness of the all good. Peace. Hey, thank you for joining me today. If you'd like to ask a question, please email me at podcast@michaelbeckwith.com. And you know what? Your question just might be featured. Have a beautiful and bright day.